Welcome to Forza Horizon 6 for the very first time. Today, I got my hands on it early, thanks to my awesome friends over at Xbox and Playground Games for hooking me up with the pre-release preview build. I'm gonna be posting a ton of Forza Horizon 6 gameplay, checking out the cars, the car list, the car customization, exploring Japan, the event lab, but probably more important than any of that is checking out the things you want to see most. If there's anything you want me to check out, jump into, explore, or just try, let me know in the comments section down below and I'll do my best to make it happen. Without further ado though, welcome to Forza Horizon 6. And welcome to Japan. Hey, real quick, Nick from the future here, cutting in with one final thing you need to know about this preview build. When you're actually playing through the game for the very first time, there are a bunch of cutscenes that you'll see where you get introduced to characters, features, and other things. I'm not going to spoil those in this video. Xbox doesn't allow me to share any of those cutscenes with you. And the other thing you should be aware of is the first, 3 races we also weren't allowed to share our actual recordings. But Xbox kindly recorded gameplay that we were allowed to post. And you'll notice some funky editing I had to do here where I overlaid my face cam with their gameplay. I've tried to make it look as seamless as possible, but it definitely looks a little funky. After those first initial races though, the video goes back to the way it should look on the channel, so just be aware you'll see some of that stuff. Damn, dude, so welcome to Forza Horizon 6 for the very first time. Now, in full disclosure, there are some things we need to talk about, but we'll get into those smaller details in a second. Throughout this gameplay, there is a ton of stuff that you're gonna notice that hasn't been mentioned before. From little details to brand new cars that haven't been confirmed just yet, you're gonna spot a lot of cool things today. And say hello to the bullet train, let's go. Dude, this is wild. It genuinely feels surreal to be driving around in a Forza Horizon game and driving through the streets of Japan. It is crazy. Bullet train ripping it away in the foreground. Mount Fuji was over there in the distance. Dude, this is just crazy. So we jump from a Nissan GTR, say goodbye to the bullet train, jump over the mountain. And what do we have next? Maybe a bit of off-roading up into the hills? Off to the Alpine region. Now we got some off-road trucks. This is my style. Fair play. Like I said, you're gonna see a lot of cars throughout this gameplay that haven't... Oh, hello? that haven't been announced. 6 ski jump all the way down the mountain. And you'll already see what I mean by a lot of these cars haven't been announced just yet. Hi, there's one of them. Hi, Brocky. Dude, the snow-covered trees are insane. Dude, this region looks massive, though. The verticality is just insane. I can't wait to go and explore these areas properly in a couple minutes. It's so nice to have a proper dedicated snow area. Also, that's a lovely route down the side of the mountain. That is going to be very fun when we start whipping out some properly grippy all-wheel drive rally cars, for example. That'll be super fun. And we're jumping into the hills in some toge. Dude, look at the character clothing, by the way. Hello. And if you want to talk about cars that haven't been announced just yet, I'm spotting them all over. Dude, feel free to pause this video at any point to take a look at some of these. There was a Subaru there. There was a Lexus over there. Oh, maybe we're not jumping into the AE86 or jumping into the old 911. Very nice. Hello. We've got the Cherry. Dude, look at the road layout. Oh my. Dude, look at the mini map. The road layout is absurd. The guys drifting on the other section, us racing down this section. We actually separate from them going through the cherry blossoms. Beauty. And we reconnect with them over here. Hello, lads. Nice little Supra, nice little BMW M2. Into the tunnels we go. Through a beautiful tunnel through the southern point of Japan. And it looks like we're going to literally jump. Oh, that's the Space Center. Oh, damn, that's the Space Center. Dude, I'm pretty sure that's where we can find, I believe, it's the quarter-mile drag strip. And now, for our 4th and final car, we are jumping into the cover car the brand new Toyota GR-GT. The first time this car has ever been in a video game. God damn, dude, what a lineup of cars. Anyways, say hello to the Toyota GR-GT. Dude, look at the color of the sky. It's like cotton candy clouds ripping through. I wonder if that might be a little outpost. Hello, AMG GT Black Series, and into another tunnel. Dude, there are so many tunnels on this map. We race into the festival, and welcome to Forza Horizon 6, baby. That is crazy. Hello, Future Nick cutting in again here. After we completed that initial drive and we finish up at the Horizon Festival, we get introduced to two characters. One of those characters takes us back to their house where they offer us our first car. And we have the option of one of three. We've got this Nissan Silvia, a GMC Jimmy, or a Celica GT. It works exactly the same way as it did in Forza Horizon 5, where you actually get all three cars regardless. I don't know if that's how it's actually going to work in the full game, but that's how it worked in this preview build. I decided to choose the Silvia, though, and we can get back to driving around. And just like that, we get thrown into our very first car. So we're following Jordan and May. Fun fact, chat, is it just me or did Jordan's name get changed? I'm pretty sure when the developers gave me information like a couple months ago, I'm pretty sure his name was Jordy, and I think it's now become Jordan. Right out of the gate, if I pause the game, say hello to Japan. Dude, look at this map. Tokyo City, bang on in the middle of the map. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea where the festival is. We'll come to that in a second. Then you've got the Daikoku car meet down here. This is the industrial area. These look to be the docks. Very cool. If I go a little bit more east, this looks like one of those racetracks. Then you've got an island over here with, again, what looks to be a very cool racetrack. We'll definitely go and explore that. I love all the bridges on and out of these areas, by the way. Here is definitely one of those drag strips. Very, very cool. Over here, we seem to have a golf course. Dude, this is so cool. Then it goes all the way over here. Here's the stadium, all the way on the western side of the map here. And if we go all the way to the north, this is... Oh my god, dude. This map is enormous. This map is insane. Dude, what is this? This is insane. It keeps going. I don't even know what to say. That's crazy. The Alpine region is huge. Dude, that might as well be an expansion. It's so big. I don't know what to say. I am at a loss for words right now. Could this possibly be Legend Island? Maybe. Just look at the amount of like switchback roads scattered throughout this map. Like, look at this area, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's just switchback, dude. It's switchback upon switchback upon switchback. I'm genuinely at a loss for words here. That's crazy. With all of that being said, say hello to Tokyo City. Say hello to the left-hand side of the road. It's been a little while. Dude, this is pretty cool, though. There's, like, all of these barricades up throughout the world. For this first bit of driving, hello, cool little parking lot area. That's quite nice. Okay, cool. There are so many props and so many landmarks. Jeez, dude. We are properly taking a bit of a tour through Tokyo City here, huh? We're getting to see a little bit of everything. The only thing I'm not seeing at the moment, which is a little bit disappointing, is just a lack of pedestrians. I don't know if that's because I'm in a mission or if there just are no pedestrians. We'll find out. We'll see. Dude, look at the tree-covered roads. This is unreal. One does not go through that intersection without being sideways and smiling. Very good. I guess the whole deal is that, yes, we enter this Forza Horizon game as a tourist, not as a member of the Horizon Festival. And I guess now our mission is to earn our spot. All right, this is the last time you'll see Future Nick. After we completed this drive into Tokyo City, we met up with a couple other characters in some of those cutscenes that I'm not allowed to share, and they challenged us to a race. I see what the game's doing. It's throwing us into all of these early cars, giving us a taste of what we can expect, and then very soon we're gonna have it all torn away from us. Right out of the gate, I must say, one of the things I am instantly noticing, the physics actually feel very different. The way the brakes react and the way the car's weight reacts feels very different to Forza Horizon 5. It feels like if you do get on the... Hello, buildings. Dude, that's so cool. It feels like if you get on the brakes slightly too late, you actually get more punished for it in this game compared to some of the other Horizon games. It might just be, though, there are some slight tweaks to the physics engine, and I just obviously have to adjust to them. This is my first time playing the game, obviously. This is so sick. Look at the lights off the back of the car, how good those look, kind of glowing with the darkness. And just like that, we've made it to the finish line, or the start-finish line. Thank you very much. And just like that, we get dropped into the open world. Say hello to Tokyo City. Say hello to FH6. So I guess new for Forza Horizon 6 is almost kind of like a fog of war, where you're encouraged to go and explore the map so you can kind of unlock it. You'll find all of these little XP bonus boards and so on, all of these little collectibles. Right out of the gate, I've got 35,000 credits. Obviously, I'm level 1. And my goal right now is to get to the Horizon qualifier event. To get to those qualifier events, I need to go through here and get these little Horizon points. I'm not actually sure what they're called or if they have a specific name, but we get those points by doing speed traps, by doing races, by doing danger signs, and even, yes, drag races. We've also got May's house over there. Very nice. These are the cars we've got in our garage right now. Anyways, like I mentioned earlier on, there are a couple of nitty-gritty details about the Forza Horizon 6 preview that will affect the gameplay throughout this video and the other ones that I will be making on this preview build. Hey, and look at that. I'm getting to a new region. Thanks, game. That looks pretty cool. And the sunrise looks crazy. Also, hold on. Look at these fields down here. They're like flooded. Dude, that's cool. Anyways, for example, one of those little nitty-gritty details, this preview build is only on the Xbox Series consoles. I'm playing on an Xbox Series X. This video is in 4K 60 FPS, but as you might have noticed already, it's actually, the gameplay itself is actually only 30 FPS. The developers for this version of the game locked it to the graphics option of the game rather than the performance mode. Essentially, what that means is this version should have higher quality textures or more shadow distance, and the game should look better slightly, but at the hit of frame rate being locked to 30. Anyways, I thought I would mention that right at the start of this video, just in case anyone was wondering. Also, side note, hello, this is a cool little route, and we've also got a little collectible.
The mascot. It's smashed it, of course. There's a unique mascot flavor in each region. They offer up credits too, so if you see one, you know what to do. Okay, cool. Thank you, May. In case you're new to the channel, one of the things I've been mentioning in a lot of my videos has been when I reach 2 million subscribers here on the channel, I'm gonna go out and buy a JDM car to celebrate hitting 2 million subs and to celebrate FH6. And I'm not gonna lie, I think a Honda Acti would be pretty cool. I really like K-trucks, okay? I think it'd be sick. Oh, and on the topic of Japan, hello, Mount Fuji. So I know it was a common thing. I guess I should mention that as well. You can't go and drive up or down Mount Fuji. It is simply a thing you can see in the distance. Obviously, though, as we've already seen, there's a lot for you to go and explore and drive around. This is the Horizon Festival, by the way. The area that we're going to right now is actually the Horizon Festival area. This is the new drag meetup system. The way these drag meetups work is you should be able to drive up to it. I can now ready up, which snaps my car into the grid. I can rev up. It gives me a countdown timer. I guess I, in theory, could engage like a launch control. Launch control and everything off the drag meet start, baby. So because I'm playing the preview version, again, there is no multiplayer in this version of the game. When the game comes out, obviously you will see other people in all of these areas. There's nobody playing in this because there's no online. What a sick runway, kind of almost like a top speed area, honestly. It's so massively long. And I've got a danger sign right here. I'm just gonna keep going, hit that. And Tokyo City in the distance is a crazy view. All right, sick. 770 feet. Okay, it was average, I guess. Sure. All right, beauty. So how are we looking? I've already leveled up to level 2. I've got 52,000 credits now, and I've made it
maybe a quarter of my way through. Okay. So you know what? Before we go do our first proper race event, let's head over to May's house. I want to kind of see how that functions. And then I think we've got to do a proper race. So it looks like May lives on the outskirts of Tokyo City at the fuel station. Okay. So let's go take a look. Dude, there's a car being worked on here. Dude, oh my God. And the motorbikes. That's so sick. And again, another little K truck. Dude, so cool. Hello. Hello. Hello, May's house. So we got 2 bikes outside, a couple of cars.
Welcome back, sausage.
Thank you. After that, yes, you in theory can buy cars from these houses. Unfortunately, that is locked for us right now. You can go and do upgrades and tuning. Over the next couple of days and weeks, this is one of the things that we are going to jump into a whole bunch. We've got 2 liters, we've got 2.5 straight 6s, 4 rotors. Yep. 3 2 straight 6s. RB26s. Dude, those are some pretty pricey engines too, huh? And yes, we've also got the wide body that's already applied to the car. Dude, I must say this garage space is really, really nice as well. Like I said, subscribe if you want to see all of that stuff. I'm going to jump in and have a whole video about all of the customization stuff. Yes, you can come in here, customize your garage. Yes, you can come in here and download and save your garages and so on.
I'm Anna, your automated natural navigation assistant. Let me run through the new features in my latest software update.
Great.
In my latest update, you can now utilize the auto drive feature, drone mode, world builder, and the what's next suggestion feature. Let's explore that now. Here, I will recommend what you should do next. You haven't qualified for the Horizon Festival yet, so I've recommended a qualifier event for you. Select it, and I'll update your route.
Okay. Dude, that's cool. So the game's trying to make me do a rally race and a speed trap. So wait, is this also how you enter drone mode now? I think it must be, huh? So if you want to enter drone mode, you've got to go to Anna, then enter drone mode like that. Hello, very cool.
The drone can be used to explore from different heights to help you see things from a different perspective.
Unfortunately, we still have the drone height limit, so that's as high as it goes, as low as it goes, but standard sort of stuff there. Turbo mode? Yeah, that works. Wait, if I enable auto drive, does it just... Ah, there we go. The game will now drive for me. There's a cinematic camera? Dude, that's so cool. What a cool little feature. Like I said, this video is going to be filled up with a whole bunch of cars and features and things that the developers haven't announced just yet. We knew auto drive was coming. I didn't know cinematic driving mode was a thing, but that's sick. That's okay. There seemingly are some issues with it, especially in Tokyo City with the big tall buildings, but very cool. I like that. Oh my God, it even slows down for traffic. Just like that. Okay, I press the back button on the controller and then suddenly I'm driving. You can also see pedestrians all throughout Tokyo City. Hello, hello, hello. Dude, Tokyo City is massive though. Filled up with all of these, like, just iconic landmarks. One of the things that blows my mind, I wonder if that's a house. That's a house. That's a house. Look at that garage. Dude, that was the same garage that was at May's. That's gotta be a house that you can go and purchase. Without a doubt. I'm convinced. One of the things that is truly just blowing my mind, though, is the sheer amount of trees and just, like, overall vegetation. Look at the side of the road. Everywhere you look, it's just bushes, shrubs everywhere. I mean, I guess it was kind of a common thing in Forza Horizon 5. Dude, what a cool area. Hold on, I just need to go explore again. Another cool little parking area. Oh, this is the golf course. Damn, this is the golf course. Anyways, one of the things that people did a whole lot in Forza Horizon 5 was just kind of cut corners and go off-road everywhere because it was just genuinely the fastest way to go from point A to point B. I think in this game, although obviously very early on and I've only explored so much of the map, it seems like with all of these props and all of these trees everywhere, you have to stick to the road, or almost you're incentivized to stick to the road. It will just be faster. All right, anyways, because this is a dirt race, we're gonna jump into our GT4 here. All right, and just like that, we jump into our first event. Very nice. We've got the fuel station on our left-hand side. Just for disclosure, I'm playing on pro difficulty, which is the second hardest difficulty in this game. We have 12 cars in this lobby. Also, spoiler alert, there are a bunch more cars that you can spot and add to your car lists and so on. A Toyota Celica built for dirt racing. Let's get going. Oh my God, some of these cars are sick. I'm already noticing some new stuff. We start on the road, very quickly go off-road, and then we got to build up some speed and momentum and start going a bit sideways. It might not be faster, but it is more fun to rip the old handbrake. Hello, little Mini Cooper up there. Beauty. Through the water splashes. Dude, is it just me or the car sounds so much better? The car sounds from the interior camera are sick. Honestly, I feel like half of this video, I've just genuinely been distracted by exploring Japan. All right, keep going, Celica. Keep going, buddy. So one thing I'm noticing right out of the gate is that the physics in Forza Horizon 6 feel ever so slightly different to the way they did in previous Forza Horizon games. I don't want to come out and say, oh, it feels more arcadey or more sim or kind of either. Let's catch up to Jordan over here. We've 20% of this race left to go. Come on. Use a bit of draft. Use a bit of draft. Close on in. Slingshot pass. Thank you very much. Dude, this area of the map is crazy. Dude, this looks like it's straight out of Jurassic Park. All the hills and all the trees. I wouldn't at all be surprised if there's a T-Rex hiding around the corner. We finish up our first race. A lovely P1. The Celica was great. So I should also address this, huh? The developers actually reworked the entire PI system, so the top of C-Class now is C500. Anyways, back in Forza Horizon 5, the top of C-Class was actually C600. So that's one of the things that has changed and basically adds to the whole rebalancing of the PI system. So cars should be more competitive in their classes, so there shouldn't be cars that like run away or it's too meta in a sense. R class is also a thing. Obviously, we won't see that because we're not fast enough. Hello, Raptor R. That's sick. Okay, so we could go do some cross country or we can go do a street race. I think we got to jump into the street race, bro. That's sick. I'm all the way... Oh, okay. Dude, the race event is just around the corner from us. Oh, hello. There's a Horizon Invitational event over there. We're already at 50% through. Very nice. Before I go and do this event, I want to see if this is Legend Island. Is the game about to yell at me and say, no, you can't possibly go that way? Oh, wow. Going into these roads? Oh, wow. And look at all the electrical poles. Okay, we're talking about Japanese infrastructure now. We are getting too deep, too deep. Oh, what's this down here? What's this little Horizon Festival stuff? Wait, is this one of the circuits? What is this? Yo, what's this? Wait, is this an outpost? You must be an outpost. I wonder what that is. I wonder if that's going to be one of those locations for one of those, like, pre-built cars, for example. Wait, what is this area? Dude, I have been so distracted throughout all of this. It is ridiculous. I would like to sincerely apologize if all you care about is racing. But genuinely, for me, my favorite thing is exploring, and I just want to go explore Japan. I have been asking for a Forza Horizon game to take place in Japan ever since Forza Horizon was a thing. So apologies, I'm a little distracted here right now. We'll get to the races in a second. Also, corner cut? Oh? Hey, maybe corner cuts are a valid method of getting around here. It truly is all these little details scattered all throughout the map that are genuinely just blowing my mind. It's the little rest stop at... Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's Legend Island. Am I about to get yelled at? I think I'm gonna get yelled at, huh? For sure, I'm getting yelled at. The game's gonna be like, no, you can't come through. Well, that's one way of not letting me through. Hey, guys, could you open the gate? That is, in fact, Legend Island over there, and the wall is right there that you cannot go through. And I assume it would probably be the same thing right over here. You can't go onto Legend Island until you've got your gold wristband. That's pretty cool. Fair play. You know how we've got this Fog of War map system? Well, you might notice down in the bottom left, yes, you can fast travel to any area of the map that you have previously driven on. These areas over here, I've never driven on them. I cannot fast travel to them. If I want to fast travel to them, I first must drive to them. For example, this event all the way over there, I can just fast travel to this intersection right here, because I was there previously. All right, so our next event, here we go. We've got a circuit race, retro sports cars. That means we're gonna be jumping into our Sylvia again. Very nice. There are some just beautiful vistas around this game. This is so sick. Also, is that new Forza Aero? New Forza Aero? Yes, new Forza Aero. First time seeing it. Hello? I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna slow down for you. I wanna see the wing. I wanna see the wing. Dude, that looks cool. One of the first things we're gonna do in our next episode is go do some car customization, probably on this Sylvia, just because it's gonna have a lot of options. One of the things I've been doing throughout this episode is trying to earn some money, so in the next episode, we can go and spend that money on some car customization. I feel like I've said it 1,000 times in this video, though. The world and just the artwork and the buildings and the architecture and 10 on 10. Actually 10 on 10. I know that there were some people, myself included, who were a little worried when we heard the developers were doing Japan, because Japan has been so requested for so long, and people, when you've got so many requests like that, almost the pressure on the developers gets cranked up to an entirely new level. I must say, based off first impressions, dude, the devs nailed it. The map is actually an 11 out of 10. It's not a 10 on 10, it's an 11 on 10. You know what's not an 11 on 10, though? My driving ability. I am not doing a great job of carrying the speed in this thing. There's another one of those Forza Aeros. Hello? When you've only got 170 whatever horsepower in this Sylvia, it's not much to make some overtakes. Come on. Also, hi, Jingle Jangle Joe. If you ever come out to any of the AR12 live streams, you can sometimes speak with Jingle Jangle Joe. He's one of the developers at Playground Games and is always happy to answer our questions. Okay, keep going, keep going. Worst case scenario, I'm getting on the podium. I probably shouldn't have been doing gallivanting, looking at people's rear wings, instead of actually racing. I think that's hurt the performance of the car a little bit. Goodbye, Jingle Jangle Joe. I'll take the P4, AR4, back in business. It is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you finish P4. On the bright side, I did have like the fastest lap, so I'll take that. That event done, we're actually getting closer and closer to leveling up and completing the Horizon qualifiers. Over here, we've got this cross-country event that sends us up north, and that finishes up very close to this new time attack event, which is one of the new features for this game that I'm very excited to try out. So, yeah, let's do this cross country, do that time attack, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how we're calculating the, like, XP or whatever, but maybe when we're done those two events, we'll have enough. Speaking of cars that, at least I don't think have been announced, I'm driving on the wrong side. Dude, that's gonna take some time to get used to. My bad, my bad. So here's the other thing. As we're driving around, we've got to keep our eyes open, because on the side of the road, one of the new features in this game is we should be able to find aftermarket cars. Those are those cars that are parked on the side of the road that come pre-tuned with upgrades. I haven't yet seen one just yet. I don't know where they're going to be. One of the things the developers said, though, is they can sometimes be found like in relevant locations for some of the events that you're about to go and do. And I think we might come across one when we get to that time attack circuit. So we might actually purchase our first car in a moment. Oh, hello. Oh, wait. What's that? Hold on. I understand the cross-country event is right there. I'll be back in a second. There's a road here that is not marked on my map. Wait, what is this? Wait, where does this go? Oh, dude, this must be a house. Dude. Oh, there's an XP board up here. Little K truck. Hello. Wait, is this a house? Or is this just... Where am I? Where have I gone? Maybe this is just like a little visitor center over here up in the Japanese hills. Dude, that's so cool. I love that. That's awesome. I was not expecting this map to be filled up with so many roads that just straight up are not on the map. It's Also, look at this parking lot we just arrived at. Hello. Here's our cross-country event. We are jumping into the GMC Jimmy. If I wanted to go and buy a new car, for example, it will give me cars in this same class. So we've got the Tacoma TRD, the 4Runner TRD Pro, GMC Cyclones in there, Bronco Raptor, very nice. I don't really have the funds to play around with that right now, so let's use our Jimmy. Again, I would assume we're gonna find some cars that are not, or I should say haven't yet been revealed. So let's keep our eyes peeled and see if we see anything spicy. And not to mention our first proper cross-country event. Hello, hello. Into the dirt, into the off-road. Usually in Forza, whoa. That's a cool area. Usually in Forza Horizon games, I'm usually pretty decent at the old off-roading events. Keep in mind, right, this is still my first time playing the game. Everything that I'm experiencing, I am experiencing for the first time. I can't get over the fact how just mind-blowing this map is. Not only is it enormous and way bigger than I thought it would be, but it's just all of the little details scattered around everywhere is just crazy. At the time of recording this, I've only played for just over an hour now. Obviously, a lot of that time has been faffing around doing things and going to places that aren't really intended. And I'm kind of just doing a little bit of exploring. All of that is just leading me to believe that it's more mind-blowing than I even imagined. Keep going, keep going. It's not very quick up the hill. Damn, dude. If I look to the left, yep, Mount Fuji in the distance. I know one of the things that people are probably going to be saying, who knows, people might be writing it in the comments already, that they're a little bit disappointed that you can't drive on Mount Fuji. If you've been keeping up with the map projects that people have been kind of working on over the past little while, I don't think that's a big surprise to the people who were truly paying attention to all of that. Don't get me wrong, it would have been cool to drive on Mount Fuji, but based off what I've seen so far, I don't think we've got a lack of, like, drifting roads, toge roads, mountain roads, and so on. Anyways, there's our finish line. Thank you very much, GMC Jimmy. That thing is so incredibly lifted. We pull in a P1, and we should now be very close to that time attack event. So one of the things I haven't even noticed, or I should say I haven't really been paying attention to, is kind of the end of race screen. Does the game show you like how much XP, how much money you get at the end of each races? Or is it like Forza Horizon 5? Let's see.
This is not a drill. We got the call to the Horizon Invitational. So get that route set, and I'll see you there. I
understand, May, but I want to go to the time attack area. Hold on, hold on. We can put a quick pause in our Horizon Invitational real quick. We've got to go do this, the Hokobu Time Attack. Ah, yes, it is like Forza Horizon 5. It just kind of pops up on the screen with your XP and your money. This is the time attack circuit that we've seen in a whole bunch of gameplay so far. And here is our first aftermarket car. Hello, S2000, baby. If I was to go and build this car, it would cost me 120,000 credits, but because it's an aftermarket car, I can purchase it for 77,000 credits. And then it'll give you a quick description. Honda S2000 modified for track days with J's aero and race performance upgrades. That's pretty sick. Dude, it's S1 class. Okay, let's buy it. Let's see how this thing goes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very limited in funds, so for the next couple of episodes, I'm definitely gonna need to be working on grinding in some money and earning some money as quickly as possible, so we'll see.
Time attack circuit. Drive through the gantry to start the lap timer.
Thank you, sir. All right, and into the old time attack. Oh my God, dude, did you hear the noise the curb made? Listen to the sound of the curb up here. Dude, what? That's crazy. I feel like all the motorsport players are gonna love this. I just put in my first lap, a 1:04. Thank you very much. Let's keep this going. We are looking very good here. We go red through our first checkpoint. Keep it going. Here's our next split time marker. We're green by 3 seconds. I wonder how much money you actually get for these events. Let's find out. I guess at the end of the day, I shouldn't really call this an event because we're just kind of doing it in the open world. We didn't have to load into anything. The only quote-unquote loading screen is when I bought this car. But other than that, we bought the car and then rocked straight up to the circuit, jumped in. I don't know where I'm going, as you can tell. All right, and finish line just up here. We improve our lap time to a 1 minute 0.5. Okay, sick. So I got 1,000 XP, 2,000 credits. Hey, that's not too bad. That's pretty cool. Okay. I like that. Let's put a quick pause in that, get back to the actual objectives. Let's go do this Horizon Invitational event. Quick question, are these destructible? Whoa. Okay. Beauty, dude. And in the distance, there is Mount Fuji. And here is our Horizon Invitational. So it's kind of like a little outpost. Kind of reminds me of almost Forza Horizon 1. We're done! Thank you for playing the preview build of Forza Horizon 6. So like I said, unfortunately, this is a preview build, which means at the end of the day, it's not the full game and it has limited content. Now, cinematic camera, I can do the coolest outro of all time. Thank you so much for watching. That is Forza Horizon 6 gameplay for the very first time. Our first hour of gameplay is officially completed. I can't wait to jump into more of this. Please do let me know what you want to see in the comments section down below. There is a ton more of this map to go and explore, a ton of cars to build, unlock, and customize. And on the topic of customization, yes, we need to go build a custom garage. Thank you so much for watching. That is Forza Horizon 6 for the very first time. I hope you enjoyed your trip in Japan.